Good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're listening to. Christina Yuppe here with another animal communication video. And today I'm going to talk about how animal communication can help you and your pet or wild animal. There's a few reasons why you may ask an animal communicator like me for my help. So, behavioral issues spring to mind, perhaps behavioral changes that your pet exhibits, and you cannot explain why. Perhaps your dog suddenly started to bark and never used to do that before, or suddenly started to be aggressive towards other dogs and never done that before. Perhaps your cat has gone very withdrawn, very subdued, and you want to find out why. Or perhaps your horse has suddenly gone to dislike a member of the family or doesn't want to be ridden by a particular person and never had an issue like that before, or it has gone off its food and you can't explain why. And things like that are, of course, always a signal that something is amiss, just like in humans when we change our behaviors, and there's always a reason for it. So that's a lot of the time why I get consulted, and I will then tune into the animal and find out why. It is, of course, not like an interview. It's not like I'm firing questions at your pet and finding out why this, why that, why the other. It's literally like a conversation that animal communicators are having, and I'm no exception. It's a mutual communication conversation with the animal, full of sometimes talk around the issue just to get to know each other, but important, of course, that once trust is established, then the animal will tell me why the behavior has turned into a certain direction, what emotions go with it, how the animal feels, etc. And then I can pass the messages on to you, and even perhaps solutions. I'm a big one on finding solutions that both the animal and the animal owner can work on. So that there is always or often a co-creation when it comes to resolving a behavioral issue. And most animals love to talk. As I said in my previous video, on very few occasions they are perhaps not in the mood, and it must be placed at a later stage. Most animals are pleasantly surprised and delighted that somebody's actually able to listen to them and understand them, and they're very happy to work on a solution. Then another reason why I would be contacted is just to know really how your animal feels. So if perhaps you have a new addition in your household, a new pet, a new rabbit, a new cat, dog, horse, whatever, and you want to really offer the best possible welcome for this pet and want to know what makes him or her happy, what is it you're currently doing that you should be doing more of, what is it you're doing that perhaps the animal does not like so much? And is there anything else that you need to know to really have a happy and healthy relationship together? That's always a good reason to engage an animal communicator like me. Health, of course, is another area where it comes in very handy to be able to enlist the services of an animal communicator. Of course, it won't surprise you that I have to insist here that your first port of call with health issues is always your veterinary surgery. Animal communicators do not diagnose. So, what we do, however, is we can ask the animal where the discomfort lies, where the pain perhaps lies, how the animal feels, or perhaps what happened to make it feel that way, and therefore give you quite concrete, sometimes clues and aids to work with in conjunction with others, including your veterinary surgeon, in order to get to the bottom of the health issue and resolve it. Another area, of course, is when your pet has passed, when it's now with you in spirit, then often animal communicators are enlisted to find out what happened. Perhaps if the passing was unexpected, that's always, of course, an even more emotional time. And to find out what happened, is the animal safe? How is the pet? Of course, we miss it terribly. That's understandable, whether the passing was expected or not. But also, you may have a message for the animal. You may want to say something to your pet that you've always been wanting to say, or you didn't get a chance to utter those last words of perhaps comfort, reassurance, or just tell them that you love them. And conversely, the animal may have a message for you. You want comfort, you want reassurance, you want to know that they're still there for you. Perhaps you want to know where they are. If you believe in reincarnation, are they being reincarnated as something? So that's all very valid questions, and can bring great comfort. For example, my cat Coco, who is on my website, incidentally, he passed away not that long ago, and it was all very peaceful, and obviously I could make sure that I was in loving contact with him and my partner until the last minute, and he's now moved on to another job, so to speak. So it's quite interesting, really, to find out these things and keep in touch with the animals that way, and very comforting for the soul as well. And of course, you may just want to know whether you've made the right decision to put your animal to sleep. If that's the decision you had to make, you may just really want to have peace of mind that this was indeed the right thing to do. So that's a few areas where you may consult an animal communicator like me. And if anything resonates with you, then please look up my website and get in touch, and we'll see how I can help you. Let me know in the comments if there's any other area that you've consulted an animal communicator before, anything else that you were curious about your pet, perhaps anything that you have been revealed regarding your pet that surprised you, any funny stories, any amusing stories. That would be lovely to hear. And including pets in spirit, what are your experiences? Or what is it you are currently struggling with and you're not sure if I, as an animal communicator, can help? Let me have it in the comments, and like and subscribe this channel, please, and get in touch with me directly via my website. I look forward to hearing you and seeing you again in the next video. Thank you.